Good morning. It is time for our pre-market program with Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from postwavetrading.com, home of the world famous post-wave price trigger reports. Hopefully you're having a great morning, and it's time to get into these markets and see what is going on. What do we have in store for today? What can we expect out of these markets? Not a lot of news or anything like that coming out right now, but we still have to trade these markets. All right, so we're going to jump right into things. I'm running just a little bit behind schedule this morning, but that's because we have some wonderful things in store for you today. And if you go to postwavetrading.com, you will see some of the surprises we got going on later today. Of course, we got the Outside the Bots podcast at 11:30, but then we got a little something extra for you. So you want to stick around to find out more about that. All right, without further ado, let's jump into these overnight markets. So far, the US dollar up 50 pips at 105.72. Euro is down 56 pips at 106.87. Pound sterling off 60 pips at 122.95. And the Aussie is down a whopping 83 pips at 64.16. It should be noted that this market was well into the mid 65 handle yesterday. All right, Bitcoin futures down 330 at 34,990. We have briefly dropped below that 35,000 mark. The Ethereum futures are down 19.5 points at $1,889.50. Crude oil down $2.04 a barrel at $78.79 per barrel. Looking at nat gas, down 15 cents at $3.11. Gold down a whopping $16.90, trading at $1,971.90 per ounce. Silver down 55 cents per ounce at $22.68 per ounce. Copper off a nickel at $3.66. Dow futures down 40 points at 34,124. S&P 500 off a quarter point at 43.84. NASDAQ 100 futures are up 40 points at 15,271 and 3/4. We got the Russell down 6.3 points at 1739.2. We got soybeans up a penny at $13.65 per bushel. We have corn down 3 cents at $4.73 per bushel. And wheat is off a penny at $5.74 per bushel. Scanning the market for 2-bar Charlie setups. Let's see what we got going on here. So far, nothing going on. So far, nada. And here we go. In the micro silver futures front month December contract, we have a bearish 2-bar Charlie setup. So we're expecting an all-day down day and for the market to finish in the red. All right, let's scan. Let's see what else we got here. So far, just the one. Got close on the Russell, but nope. All right, here we go. We got a bearish 2-bar Charlie setup on corn and wheat. So we expect, I take that back. Just corn just violated. I'm sorry, wheat just violated. So take wheat off, but corn, bearish 2-bar Charlie setup. So we expect an all-day down day in the corn and for it to finish in the red. All right, so that's what's going on in your overnight markets. Let's take a look at the market news we got going on. Well, of course, we got earnings season upon us, and we'll take a look at that. We got ChatGPT and some real estate information. What a way to make a living. Last Friday marked 43 years since Dolly Parton's iconic workplace ballad 9 to 5 came out. Man, 43 years ago? It don't seem like it. I remember when that came out. I remember the movie and all that stuff. And what a fitting time for an anniversary. The 40-hour work week is facing a reckoning after a recent grad's viral TikTok emotionally questioning how people have time for a personal life while working a full-time job. Yeah, I know. I know. But Braille, the grad behind the video, told insider Sadar Bahami it's not about being entitled. Instead, she wants an open discussion about reforming the work schedule. Much of the internet agrees with people questioning why we follow something established over 80 years ago. It's all part of a wider upending of the workplace by Gen Z that's long overdue. I've never been a big fan of doing the same thing simply because we've always done it that way, but it's important to remember the effects of making significant changes to the workplace. When you imagine a world where you don't work 40 hours a week, does everyone else get a break too? Wholesale changes to the 9 to 5 won't occur in a vacuum. The job market is strong, so people won't be waiting in the wings for all the hours of work. We're look to a shed off like a snake shedding skin. But while your role might be easily adjustable, that's not the case for everyone. Some businesses will likely need to run shorter operating hours, and services might take longer or cost a premium. Say goodbye to the 2 day shipping and apologies, but the gym is closing early for the foreseeable future. Now, who knows how this is going to all play out, but take the 4 day work week, which has gained considerable momentum over the past few years. For it to work, we probably need people to take their extra day off throughout the week instead of just on Fridays or Mondays. And lest we forget the overachievers willing to stick to the 9 to 5, like it or not, they're bound to fall into the good graces of management and climb the corporate ladder quicker, a dynamic that we've already seen with in person work. But remember what I told you yesterday, there is really no future being a company man. So, yes, appending the 9 to 5 is possible and worth considering, but only with a bit of sacrifice from everyone. But as you know, working 9 to 5 for most people, it's a trap. Not everyone, but for most people, it's a trap. It is a hamster on the wheel. Ray Dalio's in the news again. Once interrogated his pregnant protege in front of his top execs until she cried. That's according to an excerpt from Rob Copeland's book, The Fund, Ray Dalio, Bridgewater Associates, and the Unraveling of a Wall Street Legend. Wow, which a spokesperson for Dalio described as a trivial, gossipy book. The big takeaways from earnings season: the S&P 500 crushed earnings with 82% of companies that reported so far having beat expectations. Well, whatever. We know how they can do accounting, gymnastics, and magician tricks with the numbers. Lay off a bunch of people, then take that money that you're now saving and not having to pay out workers and transfer it over to the profits column. And voila, you have a blowout beat in earnings estimates, even though you haven't sold not one extra widget. Big takeaways from Berkshire Hathaway's earnings: Warren Buffett's conglomerate reported earnings Thursday that offered some clues to the fame investors' thinking. And in tech news, ChatGPT will soon include more up-to-date information. The announcement was made during its parent company's OpenAI's first ever developer day. CEO Sam Altman stated that the chatbot's new customer features also putting a display his possible subpar typing skills. In addition to that, leaked message: Slack will announce a new CEO next week. Current CEO LaDaine Jones is leaving the company at the end of the year to lead Bumble. The leadership announcement is set to happen next Monday. Tesla might finally produce an affordable electric vehicle. It could reportedly build a new car for $27,000. Tesla has been discussing an under $30,000 EV for years, and the affordable option could bring a boost to EV adoption. Not likely, because we talked about this on this channel. What about the fueling stations? They are not as numerous as gas stations. You cannot go on long distance drives with an EV. because there's no way to fill up. They're only good for driving in town in a 10-minute city. WeWork filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on Monday. WeWork stock trading was halted ahead of the opening bell. During its peak, the company was valued at $47 billion as a private company. But the startup has been in turmoil ever since its plans to go public in 2019 fell apart. The return to office fight is getting dirty. The weakness of RTO data isn't going to stop bosses from ordering workers back into the office, but it indicates a refusal to do the work necessary to create a positive company culture. Former VP of HR at Microsoft says it shouldn't matter if people work multiple jobs. When employees choose to do when they're not working for their employer isn't their employer's business. Besides, working multiple jobs is pretty common, especially in the bottom third of the labor market. Again, they want to normalize being a slave because if you're severely underpaid and you have to work a million jobs, they want to normalize that so that you don't feel so bad because everyone else is stuck in the same rut you're stuck in. In other news, Chatty Trump on the witness stand is a tangent machine. Control him, judge begs his lawyers. The great startup cash crunch is underway and is forcing late stage companies to face their demise. Disney is suddenly and without warning cracking down on third party tour guides. The SEO world is up in arms after a story said they're ruining the internet. Bill Ackman's 138-word letter to the president of Harvard shows he's not slowing down in his fight against anti Semitism. China boldly claims it has a plan to mass produce humanoid robots that can reshape the world within 2 years. I told you it was coming. You can't make this stuff up. See, you probably didn't believe me when I told you that they were going to replace the workers with the humanoid robots, the robotoids, the androids, the synthetic human beings, the cyborgs. Yeah, man. What's happening today? Happy election day. Dozens of states are headed to the polls. The governor races in Kentucky and Mississippi are among the biggest to watch today. The Billie Jean King Cup final day, the World Cup of Tennis, is being held in Sevilla, Spain this year. The 12 teams are Australia, Canada, Czech Republic, France, Germany, Italy, Kazakhstan, Poland, Slovenia, Spain, Switzerland, and the US. In earnings today, we got Uber, eBay, H&R Block, and Nintendo, to name a few. All right, folks, that's what we got for you for this morning's pre-market. And you want to definitely stick around for the outside the box that will be kicking off later today. As you know, we have our podcast that we do over on Rumble. So you don't miss that. And we have some announcements coming as well that you definitely are not going to want to miss too. All right. So make sure that you are alive and well. Oh, and my man Frank has an announcement. Hit him, Frank.
Dude, I was afraid you didn't know I was here, man. Waiting for my big intro. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, finding yourself, man. Finding yourself.
I'm looking forward to Outside the Bots. This is something that we've been wanting to do. Have this great podcast where you could express your thoughts in a form without having to do other trading related business. Not that you don't do that as well, but yeah, it's a great show, and you're getting a lot of views over there on the Rumble, on the place where you're allowed to say stuff.
I know, right? Without being censored to death.
So far, yeah. So we're going to be focusing on that. But the reason I'm here is about the Pulse Wave DEX. As you know, I love the Pulse Waves, and you are the creator of the Pulse Waves. So we're doing something special this week. I'm about to share a link. Can't believe I don't have the link ready. I'd fire
you. Sound like me.
So I'm sharing 2 links, and this is very special. We've been doing something really different with the Pulse Waves. You know, the Pulse Waves have always been your report, And of course, we have, our Discord and Slack where we support people. We do webinars, we do classes on how to use them. But you and I have never really been satisfied with that experience. And so recently we put our heads together. And in my opinion, now you're the Pulse Wave man, but this is so me looking at it as me, right? In
Right.
my opinion, it's almost like we added a new half to what the Pulse Wave experience is about. Not just like a feature, but like 50% new value is what I would say. Like half of it is a brand new value. Does that make sense to you,
Correct.
Dex? Right?
Yes, absolutely.
In my opinion, just as a guy who, isn't a pro trader, but works with a pro trader and has this wonderful company, Pulse Wave Trading, that we love, as more of a layman when it comes to trading, for me, this is the big change where it's like, it doesn't matter if you don't understand the system. You're there with the guy. He can explain it to you any way you need to have it explained. So we've been doing, we really taken, in addition to the reports, which you've been working on for 20 years, we're now a live trading experience where morning and evening, you are applying the Pulse Wave trading reports to your trading live and showing people exactly what you're doing, so they can watch along. They can participate. They can make their own decisions and place their own trades. And of course, a disclaimer: trading is risky. You could lose, and so on. Past all that.
Yeah, past performance is not indicative of future results.
There he is. Thanks, Dex. You helped me. You know. I only ever wake up 30% of my brain anyway. So,
But you can say that U.S. Treasuries, though, are virtually without risk. Go figure.
Yeah, indeed. So anyway, we're doing something special today. So I'm sharing a link. Hopefully it goes out. I'll share it directly on Rumble for those who are watching there. So they haven't live chat. And of course, our Pulse Waivers are going to get this everywhere. But I'm going to share this in the live chats. We're doing something special, which is in the evening we do our watch list live. And watch list live is nothing short of Dex setting up and placing his orders. So all right, I successfully put it in the live chat and the comment on Rumble for those who are watching us on our Rumble stream. So this is just a link. All you got to do is give an email. We don't do anything too horrible with your email. And we certainly don't sell it. We might email you in the future. But give us your email and you can participate in this live watch list orders meeting. Not only that, but we are going to give people access to the watch list starting tonight through Monday. Now, for those of you who don't know Pulse Wave language and lingo, the watch list is what we sell. That's our business. Okay, this is like the whole enchilada. It's not the whole thing. We have lots of other things on top of that enchilada, but it's the meat in the enchilada for sure. So, Dex, I'm not a big Mexican food guy. Are there meat?
Me neither. But you're definitely on point, though. This
It's
is the main thing.
It's the meat. How about we go to tacos? We all know tacos.
There you go.
The watch list is definitely the ground beef of Pulse Wave Trading.
There you go. There you go.
So starting tonight through Monday, we're going to let you watch Dex place his watch list orders. And we're going to give you a link right on our website, but we're giving it to you right now. I'm going to make sure it's in the description, but it's certainly in the comments on YouTube. It's in the live chat on Facebook, on Rumble, and then we'll have it on our Discord. We'll show you how to find it from Twitter later on today. And we're doing 2 live things today. First, you can just show up tonight and see what it's like. We're going to do a little bit more of a webinar in the beginning for 10 minutes to sort of explain the pulse waves for new people. But ultimately, it's going to be a live meeting that we give to our pro members, the Watch Lift Orders Live. And that's what we're doing tonight. So there's that link. I'm going to be sharing another link, which is an orientation meeting. So if you do want to join us tonight and you want to be a part of that and you're excited about it, you don't have to do this. This is for people who are pretty serious. You already know what the deal is. I'm just typing out orientation. This is for 3 p.m. today, Eastern time. So if you do want to sort of get a head start and get ready for the watch list orders, maybe you're even looking to trade the markets tonight, tomorrow morning, then that would be an awesome thing to join today at 3 p.m. So that's just going to be me and Dex hanging out, telling you about things like what accounts you use to trade with and stuff like that. But the real action, and I put that in the comments for you folks, real action, though, is going to start tonight when we do our watch list orders live. So this is exciting. You'll get access. We're going to make this available on our website later today, pulsatrading.com. We came up with this morning. We wanted to do this, and we didn't want to wait until we had all of the pages set up to do it. We want you to be there tonight because it's just an easy thing for us to do, and it's super fun. So we'll be updating our website later today with all the info. But for now, you can get the links in the live chat and just hang around the Pulse Wavy channels, and you'll definitely be able to find us there tonight. So it's going to be great, Dex. And thanks for doing this, man. I kind of sprung it on you this morning. I was literally doing breath work, and I was like, we should open up the watch list for the week.
It's all good, man. Look, at the end of the day, people want to see what I do.
Exactly.
And this is a perfect opportunity for you to see me trade live.
Yes.
And place orders and talk about the reports and what I'm seeing and how I'm going to move in these markets based on what I'm seeing, what the system is showing us. So you get to see the whole thing. Like you said, you get to see the whole enchilada.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we're going to do it for a few days. It's only Tuesday. We're going to do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is those are the days we do it anyway. We do it Sunday through Thursday. And then Monday, we're going to do a bonus. We're going to let people join us in the bullpen, which is the morning where, like, the markets are open and you're dealing with the orders you placed the night before. So
Correct.
That's going to be on Monday. But yeah, this afternoon, 3:00, we've got an orientation. And then tonight, that link there is the usually it's around 8:30. Watch our Twitter and whatnot, and we'll let you know when it's going live. But join our Discord as well, our Slack. So many ways to get alerts from us. So I'm excited. It's going to be a fun week.
Looking forward to it, my man.
All right. Thanks for having me on, buddy.
You guys know what it is. We'll see you guys at Thinking Outside the Box at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard New York time today. And then, of course, at 3 for the webinar. Don't be tardy for the party. You know what it is. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And with that, we are out. Peace.